The hard truth about hard goals. Today I'm going to teach you about how to approach your nutrition, how to approach your goals so that you can reach your peak potential. So what is this hard truth? Well, let's go. Hi, I'm Alex, a sports dietitian and nutritionist. Welcome to my channel. Great to have you here. So there are so many people who are trying to achieve some kind of goal with their health and fitness, some kind of goal with their nutrition and all that sort of thing. However, when you actually look at the statistics or you just look at the reality, you might know from your own experience or from those that you know or people you've talked to, the reality is that there are so many goals that go unachieved. There are so many goals that people progress a little bit and then they fall off. And it's safe to say that there is no lack of poor effort when it comes to nutrition goals. However, I like to look at it as not understanding what is expected, not being realistic in terms of what you need to actually do in order to achieve what you're trying to achieve. Now, of course, this all depends on the type of goal that you have and the level of goal and all that sort of stuff. However, the reality of the situation is that if your efforts don't meet the demands of your goal, the goal will not come to fruition. So what is this missing ingredient, or what is this hard truth that I've been alluding to? It's actually very simple. It just comes down to how you mentally approach your efforts. So without further ado, let class commence now. So the hard truth about hard goals is simply this.
I got to know.
Sometimes you will have to do things that you do not want to do in order to succeed. Sometimes the effort that you put on a given day will have to be above and beyond what your motivation is for that day. In fact, too many people rely on motivation and their motivation is essentially an emotion. It will go up and it will go down. So you just got to find yourself going through that as best as you can and not relying on the ebbs and flows of motivation. Or you will be, for lack of better words, stuck in your ways. However, none of this matters if you are not actually doing the right steps, taking the right actions, putting in the right effort on a very consistent basis. Now, I'm not saying be hard on yourself and always force yourself to do things you don't want to do in order to achieve your nutrition goal and be super restrictive and hate your life and all this sort of stuff. I'm not saying that. But the reality is that we as humans, especially in today's society, we tend to be a bit more complacent because, well, we've got so much going on. We've got work, we've got family life, we've got this and that. And then when it comes to something like a nutrition goal, even though internally we know that it's an important part of us or something we really want to achieve, we let it kind of get pushed to the wayside. And also because for a lot of people, a really good solid nutrition strategy is something that's relatively new, we don't know what to expect. And the reality and the realism about what we actually should be doing is not quite there. And this leads to people not realizing that sometimes you have to actually take the action that you don't want to do. Sometimes you will have to go to the gym even though you don't feel like it. Sometimes you will have to meal prep even though takeaway is a lot more alluring in that moment. Sometimes you will have to really dial in on your shopping. Make sure you don't buy too many of those sweet snacks that you crave and can't control. I think you get my point here. Essentially, sometimes the action you take needs to be above and beyond what you feel like in that moment if you want to actually truly succeed in the long term.
You son of a bitch.
And while I'm saying this, I know how motivational and all that sort of stuff it sounds, but honestly, it's not that. The reality is that unless you really want to take this super, super slow or stagnate along the way, you will have to take some level of consistency with your actions because the goals don't care. The goals just know what needs to be done in order to achieve it. There has to be a strategy. So, for example, for weight loss, there has to be a calorie deficit. And if you're not on a daily basis working towards creating and continuing that consistent calorie deficit, doesn't matter. The body's not going to care. You're not going to get those results when it comes to your fat loss journey. And you can apply this to so many different things when it comes to health and fitness and nutrition. But yeah, don't want to ramble on. That is the hard truth about hard goals is sometimes you just have to do the action that you need to do to achieve that goal, even when you don't feel like doing it in that moment. I hope this helps you out. I hope it gives you some new perspective. And of course, as always, drop a comment below. Let me know in your current journey, what are you trying to achieve and how are you going about it? Are you succeeding or are you struggling a bit and need a bit of help? Let me know in the comments below. As always, hit the like button if this video has been valuable, if it's giving you something new to think about and giving you a new perspective, a fresh perspective. Hit that like, show it some love. And of course, as always, stay classy, have a good one, see you later.